Hi guys, welcome to another video. My name is Burgess. Today I'm going to be painting this lavender field. The composition is an amalgamation of several images, and I've used a bit of mixed media towards the end. This is going to be a sort of a time-lapse painting to save you from having to watch every single brush stroke, because I know everybody is very busy and the last thing you want is being bored to death. So let's get started. Since this is a time-lapse painting, I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of the colors I used. And to make it easier for you, I've also listed these in the description box below and in my pinned comment. So on a pre-wetted sky, I used a mix of ultramarine blue and cobalt blue on the left-hand side and yellow ochre on the right. For the hills in the distance, a very light bluey-green wash was applied, with a few areas darkened to suggest shadows and to give them a sense of form. For the field itself, I applied raw umber to the soil areas between the rows of lavender, adding burnt umber for texture and shadows. A mix of carmine and ultramarine blue was used for the lavender, the mix being stronger in the foreground, and Prussian blue was added for the dark shadows. A light wash of yellow ochre was applied to the distant fields on either side of the flowers, with a bit of green added for variation and to give them a sense of texture. Now on to the building. For the building, a wash of burnt sienna was used for the roof and raw umber for the walls. The tree was painted using deep green and burnt sienna, with a touch of ultramarine blue added for the dark shadows. And its trunk was painted using a mix of Van Dyke brown and ultramarine blue with some lifting out with a wet brush. Now, after I removed the tape the day before, the next day I had another look at the painting and really felt that the lavender in the foreground needed more work. But you see, I didn't have much with me in the way of paints and brushes that day, so I went in with whatever supplies I had with me at the time. I only had brush pens on me, so I picked those colours that were closest in colour to the paints I had used, a dark purple, a dark green, and a blue that resembled Prussian blue. I used a white gel pen for the dappled highlights on the lavender heads, and a waterproof ink pen to add some line work to the building. I guess one has to work with whatever one has to hand. I hope you liked my painting. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and please do remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching.